Bonjour, Cinq Franciens, my dudes. I'm sorry for my bad French. Today I'm in Strasbourg in France and I want to talk about electric unicycle laws and scooter laws. What are you allowed to do? What are you not allowed to do? Where are you allowed to ride? Do you need an insurance? How fast are you allowed to go? I talked to some locals. I met an electric skateboarder, so electric skateboard laws as well. And I'm trying a new setup right now with a Gorillapod and a real camera. I will switch to my Insta360 soon, so you can see me riding as well. You see a lot of electric scooters in Strasbourg. It's a really nice place to go actually. I can recommend it. It's really pretty. That's actually funny. I don't know if you can read it, but it says police. I'm quite happy as a German to see and read that in Strasbourg and just don't need to worry about laws. In this format, I plan to travel to different countries and different cities and talk about their legal situations of electric unicycles and electric scooters and skateboards and whatever we have. And this camera setup is getting kind of heavy, so I will switch to my Insta now. Now I'm in Strasbourg, so let's start with the video. Let's start the video by saying France is an electric unicycle and scooter friendly country. Let's talk about all the facts you need to know and then I will talk about my experience. In France you do need an insurance and you can get an insurance, which is really great, unlike Germany. And the insurance costs you somewhere between 3 euros and 30 cents up to 10 euros, something what I've heard. Whatever it is, it's not a lot. So in theory, you are not allowed to go faster than 25 kilometers an hour, but you can have a vehicle which can go faster than 25 kilometers. It's enough if you go into your app and you limit the wheel to 25, which is really nice because I have seen someone with an InMotion V12, I have seen a Sherman in Strasbourg, I have seen, I think, a V11, and I mean, I have this T4 and it even looks like it can go faster than 25. If you do go faster than 25 kilometers an hour, you can get a fine up to 1,500 euros. However, I don't think it will happen. I don't think you need a helmet, I'm not sure, but you don't see a lot of people with helmet in Strasbourg, especially on the scooters. Ooh, there's some electric scooter. And how you can see, Jewish people don't need a helmet, they just need their little hat. You are not allowed to go on streets where cars are allowed to go faster than 50. And as I understood, you are supposed to go on the bike lane, which is not here. But there was no bike lane. You are also not allowed to use any headphones or your phone while riding, and as I understood, you are supposed to wear a high-vis jacket at night so everybody can see you. However, that guy I talked to on the electric skateboard, which went up to 45 kilometers an hour, was also wearing both headphones, like the big ones, really obvious. He said he never had problems, so they probably don't care. And coming back to the high-vis vest at night, I think that's kind of funny, because most of the bicycles don't even have a light, so I don't think they care about you having a high-vis vest at all. The last fact I found was you are just allowed to be one person on these vehicles. It's probably less interesting for EUC people, more interesting for people on a bike. I don't know if the police cares about it or not. Now you are probably wondering, can I bring my electric unicycle to France? Can I get an insurance? I will be there for 1 week and I need to disappoint you, as I know you can't get an insurance if you don't live in France or work in France. I have no idea where I am. That's nice. So if you are saying that's not legal what I'm doing right now, riding here in Strasbourg, you are probably right. But I have passed so many police cars. I'm really sorry for this wind, I hope you can hear me. The good thing is you don't need a license plate, which is really great. I don't know why you need a license plate in Germany for kind of everything. Sometimes for your bicycle. We will come to that in another video. You need a license plate for scooters and don't even start asking me about that, it's horrible. But over here you just have an insurance, you don't need to show on your wheel that you have an insurance. So if you ride and you're a tourist, chances are pretty low the police stops you. Especially because I have talked to a guy on an Evolve electric longboard. He said his goes up to 45 kilometers an hour and he had no issues in the last 2 years. He has never got stopped. My arm is getting heavy. And let's talk now about my experience riding in France, because this has not as much to do with the laws in France, which is really interesting. Everybody crosses red lights, literally everybody. It's crazy. And people do not seem to care at all, which is interesting. It's just people use their brain to go over the street. I like that. Since yesterday I have seen King Song 14D, I think. He was wearing a small bicycle helmet. I saw a guy with a Segway Mini. I've never seen that in person before. He said it goes up to 18 kilometers an hour, so he was completely legal. And then I've seen 2 electric skateboards and heaps of electric scooters. Most of these scooters are normal scooters like Xiaomi's 365s or 9bots. Some of them, however, are really fast scooters and people go really fast without a helmet. And it seems like they have no trouble at all riding around. And what I really like about France is that it's legal to camp, maybe. Interesting. But it's also legal to ride electric on one wheel. And that means you are not an alien in the city. People still look at you, yes, especially with a fat camera and a gimbal and whatever, or just with the Insta360. But the police just doesn't care. They don't even look at you when you are standing next to them on the road, on the street. They probably have better things to do. And again, I have no idea where I ended up. So all in all, to round it up, it's pretty relaxed to ride electric unicycles, scooters, monowheels, one wheels in France. One more thing to mention is you don't get any bicycle benefits of these signs. However, because everybody is crossing red lights and whatever, it's probably not the most necessary fact you need to know about riding in France. Electric bicycles don't even need an extra insurance because they are still bicycles. If you know more than me, if I said anything wrong, please correct me in the comments down below and I will pinpoint it out or something. Countries I have planned next is definitely Germany, obviously, probably the Netherlands, Switzerland. And I just wanted to say thank you to a few guys commenting on the last video asking for the watch video. That means the next video will be about smartwatches on EUCs if you need them, or if you maybe prefer the phone on your armrest. I hope this video was helpful. I hope there was any useful information for you. So I just finished the video. Yes! And that's the European Parliament, by the way. Anyways, I just finished the video and I met 3 policemen's, women's, mixed, men's and women's, whatever, police people in the bakery. And they looked at my wheel and they really looked at it. And I thought, well, let's say bonjour. And I said bonjour. And they said bonjour. Or however you say it. and they were really curious and asked me something in French, and I said, I'm sorry, do you speak English or German? And one of them was a German police officer. I don't know, they work together on the border, that looks like. And anyways, he asked me if it's hard to ride the wheel. And how you can see, every bike is taking the red lights. So I will take the red light. And I said, well, no, it's not that hard. And we just started talking a little bit with their small, barely speaking English skills. But they were so friendly, nice, curious, and they didn't even think about the law or something. They were just interested in the wheel, and it looks like it can go faster than 25, but they probably didn't know, they didn't care. It's just, you should not ride like a maniac, but that's with everything, with cars, with motorbikes, with whatever. You should behave to the rules. But just that, if you behave and just, you don't do anything wrong with it, riding a wheel over a red light, because everybody does it, at least the bicycles. That's just something I wanted to mention because I thought that's a nice experience. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you could learn something, and see you in the next video.